Okay, so it's Sunday morning, so it's probably closer to the end of the week than my last blog was, but never mind. So we went out Friday night to discover that Fukumitsu is not the happening place. The boys had been going on about this local that they went to, so we went down there after dinner. Next place we went down to discover that it was shut. It shuts at 9. So we walked into the main town, which is quite a trek, let me tell you. We eventually found a bar. I say bar, it's a kind of loose word. There was like 3 tables and like the actual bar that you could sit at, but it was cosy. It's quite strange, the bars here, you don't just get a bar. That would be too simple. You get a snack bar thing. It's quite strange. Basically, you go in, you buy a pint or whatever it is, and the folk behind the bar start randomly putting food in front of you. And you think, oh, thanks. And then you get the bill and you think, oh, what? I never even asked for that. But it's still quite reasonable. The 3 of us sat down for sheer lack of not knowing any other drinks, and they didn't have anything else on show. I ended up with a pint. Every sip I kept hoping it would get better. So 3 pints, and then Nick had another pint, and then the 2 boys had some local sake. And while all this was happening, there was plates and plates and plates of food getting put down in front of us. First, it was like a little tiny bowl, and it had a brown thing in it, and it had an orange thing and some strips of something. The Twan, who's the skinniest person you'll ever see, puts away about 3 times his body weight a day. So he ate his, and he said that it was water, chestnut and daikon and something. Then he put down a great big massive plate of sausages. Except from sausages here aren't real sausages. They're more sort of like hot dog sausages, but not quite as good. They're strange. It was like at Haneda Airport. We went to, there was an American stand, and we went and got a hot dog because it was the shortest queue. And it said 100% beef. Can anybody else see what's wrong with that sentence? 100% beef. Hot dog. Surprisingly enough, it tasted like pork, so I'm going to let them away with that. Just don't want to think about it too closely. But yeah, so we ended up in that wee pub. Several plates of food later, and it worked out at 4,500 yen for the 3 of us. Which worked out at 1,500 each if we were splitting it equally, which we did, which is £7.50. Can't complain at that, can you? But yeah, Fukumitsu is not the happening place. It was dead. Friday night, not a sound to be heard. Yeah. But anyway, so yesterday I received a package in the post, and I shall show you it. There we go. Ooh. And it's Interact English lesson plans and activities, as you can see there. Basically, it's one for each grade. You've got elementary school, grade year 1 to 6, and then you've got junior high school, year 1 to 3. Now, this is quite exciting. Because basically, they train you for the worst. You know, worst outcome, you're in a shack in the middle of nowhere, nobody knows what's going on, you have to plan your own lessons, teacher doesn't speak to you, etc, etc, etc. However, Interact, as a company, they don't just supply AELTs, they have like a whole thing going on with the Ministry of Education, or whatever it's called, and they've designed these books that complement any English books, because the thing is, none of the schools use the same books, which is helpful. So they've designed these books for ALTs and Japanese teachers to use, and they sell them, obviously. You don't give away the good ideas for free to the schools. And also not all the schools will want them. They will want the ALTs, but not necessarily the books. So we're prepared for the worst. You won't have the books. But we have the books! Yay! This is a good thing, because it means I can open the book. Well, technically it means less preparation. It means I don't have to think about it as much. The likes of... just open one randomly here. But randomly, I mean the first one that comes to hand. So, grow through English. Yada 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 yada. Let's try and find a bit. So, yeah, I'm not finding anything. Yeah, right, like here. Basically, this bit is telling you what flashcards you need. This bit tells you what the objective is. This bit's sentence structure. So the ALT says hello. The students say hello, etc. So it tells me I need flashcards, a CD player, nameplates, and the Apricot CD #1 song Hello. The bag with all the flashcards and the CDs and that hasn't appeared. I really do not know when that's going to appear, if at all. But yeah, and it basically tells you how to warm up, presentations, practice, how to wind down, etc. It's quite good. And this is what the students should be doing, this is what the ALT should be doing, and this is what the homeroom teacher should be doing. So yeah, it's pretty good. You know, it keeps everybody on the same page, everybody knows what they're doing. But yeah, it's pretty good. So today, I was chapped out of the shower by the postman. And he's going, "Ohayou gozaimasu!" which is good morning, and I was like, "Ohayou gozaimasu," with the hair dripping, the dressing gown on, etc. Look at that view. It's beautiful today. And there's some mountains. Oh yeah, there they are. Sorry, get a bit excited about seeing mountains every day. So anyway, I got this letter saying, from a scheduler person, saying, here's your schedule. So this is a schedule for one of the elementaries, and this bit goes with the same elementary to confuse things. Then I've got this one for my poor wee out in the middle of nowhere, going to get shut down in March school. I'm only there Wednesday afternoon, so I've only got 2 classes and what's a planning period. But it's such a wee shame because they're going to get amalgamated in with the bigger elementary school. But because they can only give me 3 hours there, what it is I'm not allowed to, ALTs aren't allowed to work any more than 29.5 hours, right? But they want you there all the time at school, which is a bit of a new